Tim, thank you for joining me today for Spade Digging Deeper. Now, Tim, your work and you're traveling on the road. Where are you today?
There's travel and then there's work. Travel is where you're like going to see the sights, which the only sights I see right now are fog. I'm trucking and I am on my way to Atlanta, Georgia. They call it Hotlanta, Georgia. And I am at Monteagle, Tennessee, in a rest area beside the road, fixing to go down that hill.
Wow. Okay. So, what I would like to know, Tim, before I ask some questions and dig a bit deeper, what is your favorite snack to eat?
Oh, favorite snack? Well, hold on. I don't know if it's favored or not, but it's calories and it doesn't make you hurl usually, right? Whereas if you're trucking, that's what you need because there's not a whole lot of time to play around and fix gourmet food. You just want calories that don't make you hurl. So I eat a lot of these. I guess you could say that.
Long as you enjoy them, you're enjoying them, they give you energy. Okay, then. So, what I'd like to know is one good thing about your week, please.
A good thing about my week, I got more time in playing my musical instruments. I'm working on getting my practice time up, so hopefully soon I'll be able to publish some more stuff that's not totally rinky dink and off the cuff, and I will be useful to the kingdom in that way. Now already it's good therapy, because I think music starts as, if you don't enjoy what you're playing, other people are certainly not going to. So it's good therapy, and you have to enjoy it yourself first, and you have to put the time in. And so I'm getting my practice minutes up. That's been a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you certainly have to put the time in. And I was thinking as you was speaking there, Tim, how David soothed Saul with music. Now, I want to know what's been difficult about your week so far.
Well, no, a lot of things. I had it was actually about 8 days ago, but I had 256 cases of rejected pizzas that I had to go 300 miles to get rid of because it was too much to just throw away. And the company that owned them wanted a receipt for donation, so they finally let me take it up to a yard and we dropped it there because you'd be surprised how hard it is to give away food. One food bank I spoke to. Uh, Said, "Oh yeah, we might could use them, but I need to know how much sodium because we don't want people getting high blood pressure." I'm like, really? You would rather the people starve than get a little too much salt in the 256 cases? We're talking several thousand pounds, and but this was a weirdo in a city with lots of politicians. I won't name the city, but he said, "Oh yeah, we need to know it doesn't have too much sodium, because after all, it's going to, starving people or so. People have lost their minds." I finally got rid of the pizza, and our claims department, I'm sure, found somebody that wanted them, sodium or not.
Well, less pizza to eat then, a less slice or two. Now, Tim, who has been an inspiration in your life for you?
Oh well, a number of people. You know, first my dad. I just wanted to be like him, and my mother. She's going on. Both of them basically gave their whole lives to our family. Well, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna just say my parents because they gave me life after all.
That's beautiful. That's a lovely tribute there to your late father and to your mum as well. And yes, your mum's a lovely spiritual lady indeed. And I would say that she's a good inspirational woman to look up to. So, what are you learning about yourself of late?
Learning about myself.
Yeah.
We thought on that for a minute. Um,
Have you got some
I mean,
thoughts?
I've known me for a long time. I've known me for 60 years now. Uh, let's say, let's go to Psalm 37. Uh, In fact, let me read it instead of just being haphazard about it.
Okay, that sounds good
Psalm
to me.
37. You know, my tendency is to try and handle things myself instead of just trusting God. Um, and I am learning, one, more and more that that is my tendency, and I need to take my hands off on occasion. And two, that the same concept, trusting God, will generally get the problem solved. So here we go. What is Tim learning about himself that he should comply more with this passage? Fret not yourself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shall you dwell in the land, and verily you will be fed. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And a little further down, it says, well, I'll just keep reading. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself because of the one who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth. In other words, short term or long term, but I think this is talking about medium to long term, somebody's bothering me or abusing me, I don't really need to go over and stomp that guy into a grease spot. But that if he does not repent of his ways, eventually he will get his comeuppance, and things are going to be okay for me. So I'm learning to get my hands off mostly.
Yes, sometimes we just have to leave things with the Lord, don't we? We try to sort something out ourselves. And sometimes it feels like the Lord saying, look, stop interfering, just leave it with me, leave it in my hands. And we do have to trust God by faith and leave those things in his hand. So, Tim, how can I pray for you this coming week?
Oh, I've even got a song about that "Don't Stomp 'em" thing, but I better not do it on Zoom. Oh well. How can you pray for me for strength and wisdom, both physical and mental, to continue doing right, that I may be in compliance with where Psalm 23 says, He restores my soul and He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. You know, for His name's sake. That means so that people will see the kingdom in us and that people will see Jesus in us, so that we'll be a good witness. And of course, down at the bottom end of the psalm, it says, you know, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Apparently, if I allow him to restore my soul and lead me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So there's something in it for me too. But how can you pray for me? Uh, you know, Solomon was commended for asking for wisdom. He
Yes.
got everything else with it too. So strength and wisdom to act more like Jesus.
And that's what I will pray for. And what a lovely thing that you want the Lord to do in your life. And we probably could all say that, Tim. So thank you for joining me today. And I look forward to part 2, Spade Digging Deeper, next week. Thank you, Tim. God bless you.